Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome from Delhi Orthopedic Association on this very important evening, which is just before the Bone and Joint Day, which is on 4th of August tomorrow. We are celebrating the Bone and Joint Week from 1st and 7th August throughout the nation, and Delhi Orthopedics, as always, is taking lead and lots of initiative on those lines. This year, the theme given by our president, Dr. B. Shivashankar, is Save Self and Save One. So following the same theme, today we are focusing at Save Self, and the self is the membership. We bow and share our respect to all the healthcare workers, even beyond orthopedics, who have served the nation, who have served the globe on fighting this pandemic and are continuing on the fight which is ahead. Times have been challenging, shoulders have dropped. There are times that we need encouragement, and nothing like this theme of save the self and motivate both the mind and the body of our membership. So welcome all the delegates, and ladies and gentlemen, I also present to you today the dignitaries of Indian Orthopedic Association. The complete presidential line, we have Dr. B. Shivashankar sir, the president. We have Dr. Ramesh Sen, the president-elect. We have Dr. Atul Srivastava, the vice president, and we have all the other dignitaries from Indian Orthopedics Association as well as Delhi Orthopedic Association. Today, we are very fortunate and grateful that we have as the keynote speaker, respected divine Sister Shivani, who actually needs no introduction, is a national as well as a global healer, and very important role she's playing in today's time. So without further delay, I would request our president, Dr. B. Shivashankar, to open up today's session and allow me to take this session further.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lalit Maini, President of Delhi Orthopedic Association, as well as the editor of Indian Journal of Orthopedics. Welcome all the people who are watching. Most importantly, respected divine Sister Shivani ji. Welcome for this today's discourse by you for orthopedic surgeons regarding work-life balance. The theme I was thinking for the Bone and Joint Day, and the theme selected was Save Self, Save One. The reason I selected this theme is we doctors, it's a long, arduous course we go through to become a specialist like this. First, we'll spend 4.5 years for the MBBS, then another 1 year of internship, another 2 to 3 years to get a postgraduate seat, preparing for the NEET postgraduate examination. Then after getting the seat, another 3 years for getting the master's degree. And just having a master degree is not enough. We go for MCH, DM, etc., super specialization. And even after MS Orthopedics, people go for subspecialty training. So by the time we come in real practice, we are already beyond 30 years of age. The prime year we have lost, and we start overworking, and there is a lot of burnout in medical fraternity. The end result is, even all over the globe, the average lifespan of a doctor is 10 years less than the general population. This is something not just in India, it's all over the globe. So this is one of the reasons, probably is due to burnt out, due to stressful life we all lead. And that is the reason this Save Self, the theme has been given for the improvement of the doctor. And in this respect, I am really happy, and I must congratulate Dr. Lalit Maini for bringing you here to give some advice to our colleagues and fraternity friends so that they will have additional extra years in their life, which is healthy also. The other part of the theme is Save One. We also are encouraging teaching school children and college students and cadets, policemen, everybody about the importance of assisting an accident with victim and talking about the golden hour after the accident. And we are already, I'm glad to say that within 2 days, we are already covered 50,000 people at present. And our plan was only 1 lakh people to be trained, but we are already crossed halfway through within 2 days. And next 5 days, there is many more students will be trained in this. I'm sure we might be probably touching a crore also, Dr. Lalit Maini, with this theme, because there are all the states have given permission to conduct this activity, Gujarat, Bihar, to their entire high school and college children. So this is something which is going to be a game changer in future. Once again, I welcome all of you, and I thank once again Dr. Sister Shivani ji for being here with us today. And I will not take your time much. Over to you, Dr. Lalit. Please start the proceedings.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I think we are grateful to you as a president on creating this theme of Save Self, and specifically on asking us to work on work-life balance. Never in the past 50 years, I have seen a theme coming from a president which has asked the members to focus on their health for once. So today's talk and session is going to be on work-life balance. We, the doctors, especially the surgeons, go through different stages of life, from joining the medical school to retirements, go through different phases of experiences, stresses, and work environments. Is it that balance is an illusion for us? Avoid work, stay with life? What should be done? Various types of questions have been raised and shared by our membership, maybe which can be addressed by Sister Shivani. And is work and life opposing? Are they opposing forces to each other? Doctors are always into multitasking, and is it the cause of imbalance? So how do we get into work-life harmony actually? Let's experience the wisdom from the expert on this aspect of life. We actually heard from one of the masters of work yesterday, who is a global orthopedic figure, Dr. Rajashekharan, who took us to the journey of what is work. And today we are grateful and very happy to share with you Sister Shivani, who actually needs no introduction, but allow me to say at least a few sentences about her. Sister Shivani is a practitioner of Raj Yoga meditation of the Brahma Kumaris for over 24 years. She is a senior Raj Yoga teacher with Brahma Kumaris Movement of India and World Spiritual University. Her practical application of spiritual principles on the TV program Awakening with Brahma Kumaris for over 13 years has empowered people to overcome issues of emotional distress, depression, and relationship conflicts. In March 2019, she was awarded the prestigious Nari Shakti Puraskar, the highest civilian honor for women in India, for a role in transforming human behaviors. She has been appointed as a Goodwill Ambassador by the World Psychiatrist Association. So words will fall short, I'm sure, and we cannot describe this personality. And we are grateful, and I now welcome Sister Shivani to take her through this topic of work-life balance and guide the membership on how we can handle this. Sister Shivani, please.
Om Shanti, and thank you so much. And really, it was very energizing to hear the theme that all of you have chosen, because self-care is what a priority is right now for every healer. Even though right from the time you are in medical school, I'm sure you're programmed always to take care of others. And sometimes while in the selfless intention, hard work, and sincerity of first going through the education, and then of course putting all that in the service of mankind, we ignore our own health. And like doctors shared, that the average lifespan of a healer, now this is something to think about, that those who know everything about health, those who know the best health practices, this cannot be the figure. There has to be some reason behind it. The only reason that comes to mind is that while we're taking care of everyone else, we sometimes forget to take care of ourselves. And when it comes to taking care of ourselves, it's again at two levels. One is taking care of the health of the body, but the second is to take care of the mind. The second is to take care of the mind. So when we say self-care, or when we say save one, then that save one means the mind and the body both will have to take care of. Because if we take care of only the body, but the mind allows itself to create stress and sometimes even more than that, then how can the body be healthy? You all know better than all of us about the impact of the emotions of the mind on the health of the body. So when we hear the word save one and we put our own name there, that I'm going to take care of myself, but then the self would mean mind and body both. So self-care will begin from here. Just before this webinar, I was in another one where there was a doctor from Harvard University. And what he shared was that in the coming few months, of course, this is just what they believe right now, but what he shared was that in the coming few months, we are expecting an epidemic of a mental health issue. He said the kind of trauma that people have gone through, and we don't know what the future is right now. We are expecting mental health to be a crisis. So if people sitting at home, safe and secure, are expected to have mental health issues and have also had, there was a steep rise in depression and anxiety in the last 18 months. India itself, the figure rose by almost 30%. So what would it be like for a healer who is in the face of the crisis 24/7 through the COVID, after the COVID, and even before the COVID? So I think self-care, taking care of the mind, will put everything else in the right perspective. Like Dr. Lalit shared, we work so hard for 30 years, we finish our education, and at the age of 30, we're coming out to be a doctor. So obviously, we're not coming out to be a doctor after 30 years so that we don't work. We didn't study so hard so that we don't work after that. So, what's the balance? When we use the word work-life balance, so what do we mean by life? What is life? Can work be different from life? Because work is a part of our life. So, what is life? Life is not just what happens outside. Life is not just what we do. Life is actually who we are. This energy, which is the master of this body, the one who thinks, the one who feels, the one who takes the decision, the one who comes out into action. It's this life. When this life leaves, you call it a dead body. You know, if you take someone in for a surgery, the doctor would tell the sister, take Mr. So and so inside. If things don't go right, then the doctor says, sister, take the body out. So when it was going in, it was Mr. So and so, but when it's coming out, it's just the body. So what has left? The life has left. So the life is here. We don't need to reduce the amount of our work. We definitely are not going to withdraw and cut off from our work. There's only one thing that we need to add, and that is start taking care of our mind on a daily basis. We take care of everyone. Let's take care of one more thing, taking care of our mind on a daily basis. Shifting from the belief system which says stress is normal, anger is normal, anxiety is normal. Each one of you is a specialist in physical health. Similarly, we have specialists in mental health. Now, there's one more health that we need to focus on, and that is emotional health. There's no doctor for emotional health, but each one today will need to be a doctor of emotional health for the self and also for all the patients who come to you. Because now, in the coming times, the people whom you will be treating would have gone through pain and anxiety in the last 18 months. People might not be the same. Even the people you're working with, the sisters you are assisting, you, everyone around you has gone through something in the last 18 months. Many of them will not be coming with the best emotional health. So every doctor would also need to be a doctor of emotional health to be able to understand the emotional state of mind of the people around them. But for that, we need to first take care of our emotional health. Now, how do we evaluate our emotional health? So let's scan and check our own emotional health and grade ourselves on a scale of 1 to 10. Emotionally weak, emotionally fit is 10. Simple criteria to checking our emotional health. Whenever there's a situation, whenever people behave a certain way or work a certain way, we respond. We respond in our mind, in our words, and our behavior. If our reaction is uncomfortable, which means if it's anger, irritation, snapping at people, shouting, getting worried, getting hurt, whenever we create any of these reactions, do you find yourself saying, please check the inner vocabulary. Do you find yourself saying, I'm feeling like this because of, and the finger goes on something that happened outside? Which means if our vocabulary says, I'm angry because of this person, I'm upset because of this person, I'm stressed because of this thing that's happening in my life, I'm worried because of my children, which means I am saying that my emotions are dependent on situations and people. Now, most of us are going to find this to be very normal. Yes, obviously, my emotions are dependent on situations and people. Is it really the truth? Are my emotions dependent on situations and people? Take a 10-second pause and look at the last time you got angry. Bring that whole scene here. What had happened? And then the way you reacted. Look at this scene and look at your reaction. And then, if that same scene had to come tomorrow, nothing changes in the scene, identical, everything the same, the people the same, the mistake they made the same, the things that went wrong, everything same. And now focus on yourself. Given an option to cross that scene again tomorrow, do you think you can respond to that scene a different way? A different way from the one that we did last time with the reaction of anger? Do you think you can respond to the scene in a more calmer, stable, softer, respectful, dignified manner, assertive, disciplining, but without losing control over the self? Each one of us will be able to do that. In fact, every time we react and get angry, a few minutes later, we are not happy with our reaction. And we always find ourselves saying to ourselves, I could have done this differently. Why did I have to get so angry with them? So that means we are not happy with our own reaction because we know we could have done it differently, which is a simple sign that my response is not decided by the situation, it's chosen by me. Sometimes we call our patients very irritating. ओहो ये बड़ा irritating है, आज फिर से वो irritating वाला patient आने वाला है. So we call our patients irritating. Now take the same patient, go to 5 doctors, the patient asking the same number of questions, still not understanding the answer, still making a mistake. Do all 5 doctors get irritated the same way? No. Even though the situation, the stimulus is the same, the reaction of the 5 healers is different because the patient is not irritating. We create the irritation in response to the behavior of the patient. So the first equation that we need to change today to build up our emotional health, which is the truth, is that I am not emotionally dependent. I am emotionally independent. That is emotional health 10. I am emotionally independent. My thoughts and feelings are my choice, not controlled by situations and people. So the first equation we change today is I am the creator of my every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. Please keep this equation with you. Read it many times every single day till it becomes the reality of your life. I am the creator of every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. Take personal responsibility. The remote control of our mind is not with situations and people. We are the master of our mind. If we keep reacting to situations and people, this emotional health is going to keep dipping because situations and people are not perfect. They are not our way. COVID is not a perfect, far from perfect situation. And I will keep creating fear and anxiety. But when I understand this, I am the creator of every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. So every time things are not your way, you will choose how to respond. Now, there are two kinds of responses possible. For the last few decades, we as a society have been calling stress, worry, anger, fear, all these as normal. I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of scientists and healthcare professionals also call these emotions as normal. None of these emotions are normal for the human mind. They are actually a disease. What is a disease? It's dis-ease. Dis-ease. So when I'm calm and stable, I'm at ease. Someone comes and says something, I react, I get angry, I shift from ease to anger, which is a dis-ease. And when I shift to a dis-ease, it is an emotional illness. It's not a physical illness, it's not a mental health issue, but it is an emotional disease. But as a society, we called it normal. And so we kept creating it in every situation. So stress is a disease. Calm and stability is emotional health. Anger is a disease. Compassion, respect, disciplining with dignity. This is emotional health. Worry is an emotional disease. Taking care is emotional health. Criticizing people, disease. Appreciating and motivating, health. Complaining, this is like this is not right, that is not right, emotional disease. Gratitude. Gratitude for everything and everyone we have is emotional health. Jealousy is an emotional disease. Being happy when people do well and blessing them is emotional health. Comparison, comparing the self with others, very uncomfortable for the mind and for the body, emotional disease. Self-respect, emotional health. Expectations, disease. Acceptance, emotional health. It's a long list. It's a long list of which is a disease, which is a health. But if we call this disease as normal, then we will not be able to stop society from going towards severe emotional health issues and then tipping off to a mental health issue. Tipping off because we are calling all these emotional diseases as normal. And once someone hears this is normal, they allow themselves to be in that emotion. So first is, I am the creator of my thoughts and emotions. Nothing can enter into my mind and create my feelings. Situation outside can be difficult, people can be wrong, but they cannot come into my mind and create my feelings. I am creating. And second, I know which are the healthy emotions. And so I'm going to respond with the right emotion every single situation, because every time you respond the right way, you are building up your emotional health. If we use anger in our way of working, let's think about it. You are dealing with crisis. There are a lot of very risk zones that are happening around you. But if you use anger as a method to get work done, yes, work will happen, people will listen to you, but what will happen to your own emotional health? You are a healer. How should the health of a healer be? How should the vibration of a healer be? When you connect with your patients, when you just hold their hand also, your vibrations reach to them. You're not just a doctor, you are a healer. When a patient meets you, and if they receive that very calm and powerful healing energy, they start feeling better even before taking their first medicine. And I'm sure all of you have experienced this, that people walk out of your room and say, I'm already feeling better. मेरा दर्द थोड़ा कम हो गया है इनसे मिलने के बाद, but अभी तो कोई दवाई नहीं ली है. But the healing energy of the healer before the procedure and the medication that the doctor prescribes. So we are two things. We are not just a treatment. We are an energy which heals people. So our energy should not have any fear and anxiety. Why do doctors experience stress? It's not because of the work. Stress is not because of work. Stress is given by a simple formula: pressure divided by resilience. This is in physics. Stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. Pressure is the situation. So yes, we can say a healer's life has lot of pressures, but stress is not equal to pressure. Stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. So why are we ignoring the resilience? And why are we saying doctors means stress to hona hi hai? Nahin. Doctors ko stress क्यों होना है? Doctor is the only profession who earns the maximum amount of blessings from society. Is there any other profession which gets so many blessings from everyone? When you are receiving so much love, so much respect, so much blessings from everyone, this emotional health should be energized, even if you are in high risk situations. But the amount of blessings, somebody running a shop, somebody sitting in the computer the whole day, somebody running their business, are they earning blessings? No, they're only earning money. They're only earning money. But you are earning blessings with every single patient and with every single family member of the patient. And they don't bless you only when you treat them, they bless you for a lifetime. You have saved their family member after a trauma, after an accident. Can they ever forget you? Can they ever forget you? So they don't bless you only while they are being treated. They bless you always. Anyone who earns so many blessings, stress cannot be their way of living. But why do we experience stress? Because you are dealing with people in pain. That is the reason. People are not just in physical pain who meet you, people are in emotional pain who meet you. Nobody comes happy to a hospital. And every time you are interacting with people, you are actually absorbing their emotional infection of pain. Their energy influences you because you are spending 10 minutes, 5 minutes, half an hour with somebody. Their vibration and their family's vibration of pain radiates to you. So, like you wear a glove, like you wear a PPE kit to protect yourself from the infection of others, it's very, very important to wear a high vibrational energy shield so that people's vibration of pain doesn't enter into your energy space. And that is why we need to practice emotional health principles. So, first thing first, let's experiment with working from tomorrow without using anger. Let's make our hospital a no anger zone. Put it up everywhere. This hospital is a no anger zone. No one uses anger. No one, whether it's the doctor, whether it's the sister, whether it's the people who are serving in the hospital, or whether it is the patient and their family coming to the hospital. They also will need to learn this hospital is a no anger zone. Visualize making your healing center a no anger zone. We made places no plastic, we made places no smoking. Now we need to make our places no anger zone. Because when you remove anger, you are also removing fear. You are also removing hurt and humiliation. Hurt and humiliation. Once on Nurses' Day, I asked sisters, I said, what is the cause of your stress? And I thought they would say erratic lifestyle, night duty. You know what they said? They said, जब डॉक्टर गुस्सा करते हैं. See, our anger becomes the cause of fear and stress for the people who are working with us. What will that do to the energy in that healing center? It will create heavy energy. Let's make our hospital a no anger zone. That itself is going to build up your emotional fitness. And it's very simple. So don't think that work cannot be done without anger. You're going to be strict. You are going to discipline people, but you're not going to lose control over yourself because that depletes emotional fitness. We want to protect our mental health. We will have to protect our emotional health. So, first, let's make our hospital a no anger zone. Second, let's start some simple lifestyle habits for building up this emotional health. It cannot just happen on its own. We have to build simple lifestyle habits. First lifestyle habit, which is very important, is our sleep cycle. Sleep cycle. Now, being a doctor, many of you might not have the best sleep cycle. Often you would be woken up in the middle of the night because of some accident or trauma. Yes, that happens sometimes. But let's look at the other days when nothing like this has happened. Do you have the best sleep? Sleep, you know best, is energizing not just for the body, it's energizing for the mind. As a society, a lot of us are sleep deprived today. We are sleeping enough, but we are sleep deprived. We are not experiencing deep sleep, that delta stage of sleep where the mind gets energized. So, as a healer, it's extremely important to experience deep sleep so that you can sleep less number of hours and yet have an energized mind and body. Simple. If it is a normal day and you're not having to go to the hospital late night, please keep your sleeping time latest by 10 o'clock. 10 to 2 is the highest energizing time for the mind and the body. 10 to 2. These 4 hours are very powerful to energize the mind and the body. If we lose out on this time, we're losing out on the best time of sleeping and energizing the mind and the body. Second, now, while we're discussing this, don't think, oh, but this cannot happen, but this, just think of everything that can happen. Because if we keep saying we cannot do this, my lifestyle does not allow me to do this, then I'm writing my destiny, which says I'm not taking care of myself. No, let's think about it, keep an open mind, and start putting them into our lifestyle, because it's not just about doctors. Even other people say it's not possible to lead healthy lifestyles. But if they don't lead a healthy lifestyle, then they're not going to be healthy. So 10 o'clock, let's keep it as our sleeping time. Now, preparation for good sleep, for deep sleep, because all our irritation, anger, fatigue has a lot to do with not having deep sleep. Early dinner, you know best, you tell all of us that food takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to digest. Now, during our sleep, only energizing should happen, not digestion. Only energizing, healing, repair, this should happen during sleep, not digestion. So aim, put it here as a priority, then fit it into your routine. See, it will happen. There are a lot of you who do it. And so if one doctor can do it, everyone else can do it. We only need to put it on our priority list. So let's have an early dinner and let's have a lighter dinner. The dinner needs to be a little lighter so that it's digested and there is no digestion happening in my body during sleep. Only healing and energizing is happening. So I need to finish my dinner 2.5 hours before sleeping. Second, because you are a doctor, obviously you're connected to work till you go to sleep. You can keep getting phone calls. But apart from that, please take care of what content you consume late night before you go to sleep. For many of us, our television, our phones, our internet have become source of entertainment. But the quality of the content we consume is not energizing. It's depleting. Emotional health, emotional diet. Emotional diet is very important. And what is emotional diet? What we watch, what we read, what we listen. So this is another equation you need to share with all your patients, that what we watch, what we read, what we listen is who we become. It's our emotional health. So what happened in the last 20, 30 years? All these content platforms, 24/7 television, news channels 24/7, scrolling social media handles just before going to sleep, and of course, all our digital platforms. So I know as a healer, you don't have too much time to go through all this, but still, some of us do go through all these things just before going to sleep. That's not a time which is healthy for the mind. If we have to sleep by 10, after 9 o'clock, we should not look at any kind of media, which means do not watch the world news, do not read the newspaper, do not watch any content which has negativity in it, content which has ego, greed, jealousy, criticism. This is not a healthy emotional diet to be taken just before we sleep, because what we consume before we sleep is going to go deep into the subconscious personality during our sleep. So the first hour when we wake up in the morning and the last hour before we go to sleep is the most sensitive time for the mind and for our emotional and mental health. First hour when we wake up, last hour before we go to sleep goes deep into our personality. During this time, please take care of the content you consume, remembering that what I watch, read, listen is who I become. Very important. Now, 15 minutes of the time before you go to sleep, please keep it for yourself so that you prepare your mind to go into delta state sleep. 15 minutes time we need for ourselves. 10 minutes we consume a pure emotional diet before we sleep. A healthy emotional diet, which means positive content of 10 minutes before we sleep. If you're very short of time, positive content of at least 5 minutes before we sleep. What I want to become, I will have to consume that. If I want healthy bones, I have to consume some diet. If I come to you and say, but my bones are weak, my vitamin D3 is low, my fractures are happening, you're going to first check my diet. What am I eating? And second, you're going to check my activity. Am I exercising? These two things will have to be addressed. Without that, I cannot get what I want. Similarly, if I want a healthy mind, a stress free, calm mind, I have to take care of my diet and my exercise of the mind. So at least 10 minutes before I sleep, I will need to take a healthy emotional diet, which means content which has faith, compassion, positivity, self respect, gratitude. This is where spirituality plays a very important role. So 10 minutes of spiritual content. Last content layer on the mind. Very soothing, very energizing, very calming. 10 minutes before you go to sleep. 5 minutes before you go to sleep, please release what has happened during the day from your mind. It's very, very important for a doctor to clean their mind before they sleep because they have seen a lot of ups and downs during the day at their work. Have a little daily journal, a little diary where you can make points. Anything that happened during the day which was not right, which was not your way, write down and release from it. I did my best. I did my best in this. The rest is between God and that person's destiny. It was not my fault. My conscience is very clear. If you got angry with someone, write sorry to them in your diary. Release your emotional wound of aggression before you go to sleep. Very important to clean our mind before we sleep. During the day, many people would have appreciated you. Some would have called you God because you have changed the destiny of their family. One thing as a healer we need to remember, never accept appreciation. Accept means don't consume appreciation because appreciation becomes very addictive. Appreciation is very addictive. And if we get addicted to appreciation, then criticism becomes very difficult to handle. So always remember when someone appreciates you that I am the instrument of the divine. God used me to get this done. And it was the good karma and the destiny of these people that they have got healed. I am just an instrument in making all this happen. So thank you up there and gratitude to that family who came to you. No, I did this, that I did this starts depleting my emotional health. So whenever you receive appreciation, surrender it there and gratitude. And if sometimes someone reacts, is disrespectful, is criticizing in the way they speak, you will remain very calm and stable. Because when appreciation doesn't affect you, criticism will not affect you at all. You will remember, I'm an instrument, I did my best. They are upset right now, they are not understanding. My conscience is very clear. Ninda stuti ek saman. In appreciation and in criticism, we remain stable if we protect ourselves during appreciation. So 10 minutes of healthy emotional diet before we sleep. Now 5 minutes of cleaning our mind. And a very simple way to clean and energize our mind is to create a set of affirmations. Affirmations means positive thoughts that we will create just before going to sleep. Because the last thought we create before we go to sleep and the first thought we create when we wake up starts becoming our personality, and this starts manifesting and becoming our reality. Sankalp se siddhi. Sankalp se siddhi means thoughts manifest, they become a reality. So let's write down a few thoughts which you should create just before you go to sleep. These are those thoughts which you want your reality to be. First thought, I am a powerful being. Here, I am a powerful being, which means I don't react with situations and people. I'm very calm, powerful. First affirmation, I am a powerful being. Second affirmation, I am calm and stable always. This is very important. I am calm and stable always. Third affirmation, I am fearless. I am fearless. We are all fearless, but right now there's a lot of anxiety, fear vibrations around us. So fearless means at the highest vibration. Fourth, I am an instrument, an angel of God. God uses me for this process of healing. I am God's instrument. I need to put this in my affirmation every single day. Fifth, my body is perfect and healthy and will always be. This is a coding of the mind that is going to happen before we sleep. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Please do this visual every single day. It's nothing less than that PPE kit which you wear. The PPE kit protects us from virus. The high vibrational kit protects us from the vibrations of people around us, which means their emotions, their moods. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Visualize yourself with a white light circle of protection around you. Draw the same circle of protection around your family. We are safe, we are secure. And then draw the same circle of protection around your hospital. Very important. See the entire hospital premises enveloped with God's divine light circle of protection. Everything in the hospital is perfect. Everything is smooth. Everyone is healed. Everything is perfect. Everything is smooth. Everyone is healed. We are creating high vibrational thoughts, which we want our reality to be, because sankalp se siddhi hoti hai. Thoughts manifest. So our set of affirmations: I'm a powerful being. I'm calm and stable always. I am fearless. I'm an instrument. I'm an angel of God. I am perfect. My body is perfect and healthy. In case anyone has an ailment like a blood pressure or sugar or anything like that, we put a specific affirmation. My blood pressure is normal. The mind will create that thought and radiate that energy to the body in the next 6-7 hours during sleep. My blood pressure is normal, and any other parameter that we need to work on. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Draw it around your family and then draw it around the entire hospital. Everything is perfect. Everything is smooth. Everyone is healed. Very, very important. And last affirmation. Last affirmation. I'm an angel for this world. I'm only here to give, and give. I receive nothing. Receive nothing means I do not consume pain from people. I only give, I only give, and I only give. I need nothing else. I'm here to only serve. Everything else will automatically come. But my intention is only to give, and to give. Now, just before sleeping, 2 minutes, no, not even 2 minutes, 1 minute, just 1 minute, say these affirmations just before you sleep. It's extremely important what are the last thoughts before we sleep and what are the first thoughts when we wake up. Remember earlier people used to say, आज सुबह किसका चेहरा देखा है, दिन अच्छा जा रहा है या दिन अच्छा नहीं जा रहा है. तो किसका चेहरा means what were the first thoughts we created are very important. But for that is important what were the last thoughts. So please say these 10 thoughts. Please start it tonight. I'm a powerful being. I'm fearless. I'm calm and stable. I'm happy. And then in your daily vocabulary, don't say, I'm stressed. I'm tired. I'm fatigued. We never, one more affirmation we need to put. I am easy. I have more time than I need. Because सारा दिन में हम बहुत बार बोलते हैं, I'm busy. I don't have time. But every time we use the word busy, we are not radiating good energy to the body. So before sleeping, I am easy. I have more time than I need. Easy and busy is an attitude. It's not about how much work we do. There are people who are retired sitting at home and they seem to be busier than everybody else. So it's all about attitude. It's not about the hard work that you do. I'm easy. I have more time than I need. So 1 minute before sleeping, we say these affirmations, close our eyes, lie down, keep saying it, and you will go to sleep. And you are going to go to sleep with high vibrational positive thoughts, which are going to radiate for the next 6 hours to your mind and to your body, which are going to start creating a personality of power, calm, and stable. Now you wake up first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, repeat the affirmations again. Repeat the affirmations again, at least 2 to 3 times. So at least 3 minutes in the morning. Repeat. It's a coding, it's a preparation you are doing for the day. Repeat the affirmations at least 3 times in the morning. Give gratitude to God, to your mind and body. Very important to give gratitude to your mind and body every day. It heals the mind and body. Give gratitude to all the people you work with and give gratitude to your work. It's an amazing work which helps you to earn so many blessings, not just for yourself, but also to your family. So 3 minutes in the morning, we repeat our affirmations. Now, at least 10 minutes in the morning again, please consume a healthy emotional diet. The mind cannot remain healthy in the current scenario of the world without consuming an emotional diet which is healthy. So ideally we tell people 30 minutes, but for you at least 10 minutes. Even if you're not able to take out 10 minutes, you can do it while you're traveling to traveling to the hospital. Just listen to something, just read something, but 10 minutes at least before you leave for the hospital, 10 minutes of consuming a healthy emotional diet. It can be a book, it can be a spiritual study class, it could be a positive video, a positive audio, but 10 minutes of something that's going to energize your mind. So 3 minutes of affirmation, 10 minutes of a healthy emotional diet, 20-30 minutes of good physical exercise, yoga or pranayam, and the healer is ready. The healer is ready to be a health ambassador for society, not just treating people, but living an example of perfect health. Now, during the day, we've energized ourselves in the morning, we had deep sleep. Now, during the day, we're going to take care. Everything that we're doing is going to be with respect and dignity, which means no irritation, no anger, no snapping at people, because it depletes our energy. It depletes our energy. We're going to conserve our energy as we work through crisis during the day. Pressures are high. We're going to make the resilience higher. So stress is going to start coming down. Resilience, calm, stable, the way of speaking, the way of saying the same thing so that it conserves my energy. This will also change the vibration of the hospital. And the last thing, the food that we eat. The food that we eat is not just nutrition for the body, it's also vibration for the mind. It is vibration, it's energizing. इसीलिए तो कहा जाता है जैसा अन्न वैसा मन. How come the line is not jaisa ann vaisa tan? Shouldn't it be jaisa ann vaisa tan? But the line is not jaisa ann vaisa tan. The line is jaisa ann vaisa man. Then jaisa man vaisa tan. So as is the mind, so is the body. As is the food, so is the mind. Jaisa ann vaisa man, jaisa pani vaisi vani. ये बहुत important science है. Spirituality is science, science of the mind. अब जैसा अन्न वैसा मन, which means I need to take care of the vibrations of the food I consume. First and foremost, very important, please experiment with a plant-based diet. Please experiment, those who are not, please experiment with a vegetarian diet, a non-vegetarian diet. A lot of doctors have always said to us, non-vegetarian diet is very healthy, but we really need to experiment with a vegetarian diet for that. A vegetarian diet is a higher vibrational diet. Non-vegetarian diet, animal in a slaughterhouse. Physically, you know what all it has, but emotionally, animal in a slaughterhouse. What are the emotions of that animal? Panic, fear, anxiety, helplessness, and then violence, and then death. Do we really think that the energy of death can give energy of health to someone? It can give proteins, it can give vitamin B12, D3, yes, but can energy of death give energy of health? And most important, it has vibrations of fear, anxiety, anger. And of course, you all know best that it's not healthy for the body. It's acidic, it takes time to digest, it remains in the intestines for very long, and it does not allow the body to create an alkaline environment in the system. So let's experiment with a vegetarian diet. That's the first thing we need to take care of for the mind. Second, the way the food is cooked at home and in the hospital. It's very important that food should be cooked in a high vibrational kitchen, which means like food is cooked in a mandir or in the gurdwara. What happens? There are high energy words playing in the kitchen. Please have high energy words playing in your kitchen, wherever food is cooked for you. Half your work will happen from the kitchen. That's the power of Jaisa and Vaisa Man. Have high energy words playing in the kitchen, which means prayers, hymns, mantra, chanting, bhajan, positive talks, whatever you like. Please let it play in the kitchen throughout the day, actually, but especially when food is being cooked. Everything will get energized. The fruits, the vegetables, the pulses, the water, everything will get energized. And this will have a magical calming effect on the minds of everyone who have that meal. This is extremely important in hospitals. Extremely important because hospital is a place of stress and pain, pain of the patient's mind. And so the food of the hospital needs to be energized. A dietitian can only check all vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates. Vibration of that food needs to be energized. Hospital should have prasad. Hospital should give prasad to every patient and to every doctor who's having their meals there. It's very important that food is cooked in an energizing way. The people who cook in the hospitals, we should take care that their way of being in the kitchen is very calm and stable. If there's anger, shouting in the kitchen, that food is not healthy for anybody. That food is not healthy because it will increase the anxiety and aggression of the people who eat that. So the eating of the food, the cooking of the food, and what kind of food we eat. And the third is while we are eating our food. Yes, being a healer, you need to keep your phone with you, but please use that phone only for that emergency and crisis. Apart from that, give yourself 10 minutes to eat in silence. Very important because it's going to energize mind and body. And of course, your dinner at home, never have it with the TV screen. Phones and TVs should never be there while we are eating. Distracted eating is not healthy for mind and body both. Mindful eating practice. Just before eating, 3-second pause just before eating. Connect to the divine, say your gratitude, and then say your affirmation into the food. Anyone has to do this for 15 days to see what power it has. Just say it into your food in your mind. I am powerful, I'm happy, I'm calm and stable, my body is perfectly healthy, I am God's angel, divine circle of protection around me. How much time did it take? Not even 5 seconds. Just say this into your food. The energy of your food will change because most of the time you would be having at least one meal within the hospital. Hospital food, which means even if you're carrying the food from home, but you're eating it in a hospital environment, and the water of the hospital has a lot of pain. Lot of pain. If we study online, there's a topic called water memory. Water stores vibration. इसीलिए कहते हैं जैसा पानी वैसी वाणी. लोग कहते हैं किस शहर का पानी पीते हो आप, किसके घर का नमक खाया है आपने. What is the meaning of this? जिस शहर का पानी पीते हैं ना, वैसे हमारे संस्कार बनने जाते हैं. So हम जिस शहर का पानी पी रहे हैं, there's a lot of stress, pain and anxiety in the city. Then there is a lot of it in the hospital. We cannot drink water like this. It's not safe. Pause for 2 seconds. Change the energy of the water by saying 3-4 affirmations into the water. You have asked all of us to wash our hands for 20 seconds to protect ourselves from the virus. Imagine 20 seconds so many times in the day. This is just 5 seconds. 5 seconds to protect your mind from the emotional infection of others' vibrations which are there in our food and water. 3 seconds, 5 seconds, just before you eat, just before you have your glass of water. Please pause for these 3-5 seconds. Say your high energy words into that food and water. Your food and water will become prasad and amrit. And this prasad and amrit will have an healing effect on your mind, on your words, on your vibration. So 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the night before you go to sleep, 5 seconds before your every meal, 5 seconds before your glass of water. and during the day. I am the creator of thought and feeling. Hospital, no anger zone. We're not getting angry in the hospital. Then we will not get angry at home also, because we will finish the sanskar of anger. And then responding to every scene with the healthy emotion, with the healthy emotion. These are very few simple steps, lifestyle habits to build up our emotional health. And once we build up our emotional health, pressures can be very high, but not stress, but not stress. And we will never ever touch a mental health issue. And we will be able to understand the emotional health of our colleagues and of our patients, and we will be able to protect them also from going towards a mental health issue. So work life balance only means actually taking care of the life. And life means here the energy. If you take care of this life, you build up that resilience, the denominator. Your pressures can go higher, doesn't matter. Your denominator will be very high. We have to raise the denominator. Four energies are there: dhan, an, man, and tan. These are all connected. Dhan, an, man, or tan. The money we earn comes with blessings. You are the one who earns all the money with blessings. So very important. So the money should come with the blessings of people. The food should be sattvic. The mind is taken care of every morning and night. The body will be healthy, and you will all become ambassadors of health, not only treating disease, but ambassadors of what a healthy lifestyle should be. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you, sister. I think it was a very, very engrossing talk, and we had collected many questions, and actually, many questions were pouring in on my WhatsApp. But surprisingly, you have addressed all of them during the talk with the principles you have shared with us. I think reiterating the things you have told: sleep, affirmations, and diet. You made it look very simple, but I can tell you, for lesser mortals like us, it's going to be revisit it multiple times to make the small changes which you have suggested. It's been a fortunate evening, and you being a Raj Yoga meditation expert, it always is a desire that if you just give us a small tip, if possible, about meditation or how we can do it in a short time, and we would close with that.
The affirmations that we created, meditation is actually affirmation plus visualization. So when we create those pure, powerful thoughts and we start visualizing them, they start getting recorded here. So that is the first step to meditation. So let's do it for 2 minutes now so that we end with meditation and silence. Just sit relaxed. Inhale and exhale 3 times and relax your body. And then just visualize yourself as an energy center in the center of the forehead. Where we apply the tilak, that is the point. That is the seat of the soul, the seat of the energy. And gently take every thought which you want to become a reality. You create that thought as I say it and visualize it also. I am a powerful being. Whatever may be the situation, I am powerful. See this happening in the hospital. Visualize that hospital scene and see yourself there. I am a powerful being, calm and stable. I am calm and stable always. I am an angel of God. It's my fortune to be an instrument, healing the pain of everyone. I am an angel of God. See yourself again, not just treating a disease, but healing the minds of people. Just meeting you people feel peaceful. See that happening. Let your mind record it. I heal the mind and then treat their body. Just by being who I am. I am a healer. My body is perfect and healthy. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Please visualize a white, divine light circle of protection around you, like a cocoon of the highest vibrational energy. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Now see that same circle around the hospital. Everything is perfect. Everything is smooth. Everyone is healed. And tonight, just before we go to sleep, we'll just repeat this for a minute. And everything that was discussed today, let's say to ourselves, it's very simple, it's very easy, and I can implement each thing out of it because I know it's healthy for me. It's healthy for me. I can do each thing out of it. Thank you so much. Om Shanti. Shukriya.
Thank you, sister. And thank you from the bottom of our heart, the Indian Orthopedic Association, Delhi Orthopedic Association, and all the viewers. Thanks for this keynote message. And I hope we make the small changes which you have suggested. Thank you so much. And we take leave.